Hey everyone, what's up? It's Chelsea VanBuskirk with the Heart AF podcast. Hope you guys are all doing well today. This week, I wanted to chat about the law of attraction and manifesting and how you can manifest and co-create things to come into your life. The art of manifestation is actually very cool because it literally shows you how you can co-create your life and how so much of your thoughts create your reality. I dropped a few books in the last week's episode, which I think pairs very well with manifesting and giving you an intro to energy and frequency and how like attracts like, or this law of attraction that basically goes hand in hand with the art of manifestation. So one book I talked about by Pam Grout called E Squared goes into a series of experiments that you can do to prove to yourself how your thoughts create your reality. And manifestation is a big part of what you think about. So really your thoughts and what you are putting your focus onto is what is going to be reflected and what's going to be attracted back to you. So when you are wanting to do something in your life or attract something into your life, but you're focused on the fact that you don't have it. So your mindset is, I don't have this. This is missing from my life. Your thoughts are focused on what is missing. So you're going to keep getting experiences that shows to you that you're missing this in your life. Okay, so that's kind of the caveat on how you manifest things. So you have to really think about how you're thinking about the things that you're wanting to attract into your life and what you're saying to yourself about these things. So when you are complaining about the way things are going in your life, that low vibrational energy, that is not the space you want to be in when you're manifesting. When you're manifesting, you want to be high vibes. So I'm going to give you my best advice on how you can manifest things for your life and how you can put your intentions into the universe and have them show up for you in your life. It's amazing. And I think it's something that everybody should learn how to do because it is a kind of craft. It's something that isn't necessarily easy because of our thoughts and our mindset, because we typically are working on lower vibrational thoughts. So the more we can practice that connection on being connected to our divine self, to our higher self, then the easier manifesting becomes. So I'd say that's the only hard part when it comes to manifesting is when our own thoughts and our ego gets in the way. So the first thing to do when you're manifesting is to actually know what you want, like be clear on what you want, right? So you can't, start to say like, I want to have this and then start worrying about what's going to happen if you get that. If you're sending the universe mixed messages, you're not going to know how to read you. So it's really about putting your thoughts and your intentions clearly out to the universe so that they can respond and like. And it's all about this attraction, this like attracts like. What you focus on expands. You get what you think about. It's the same thing. And I'm going to hammer it in because it's so easy to forget. And we get so wrapped up into these negative thought patterns that it blocks us from manifesting and creating the things that we want to do. So we can have goals and set goals and write them out and be working our asses off trying to achieve them, but we're not getting where we want to go. And it's usually because we have some kind of block that's blocking us from the universe delivering what we want. Okay. So knowing all that, the other trick is to see from the end. Wayne Dyer always said that, see from the end. So let's say you have a goal of doing something. You need to see yourself as that has already happened. Everything that you want to create is already here for you. You have to have that mindset that it's already here. You don't have to go look for it. There's nothing missing. It's already here. It's all available for you. It's all here right now, right? You have to have that belief that what you want is already here. And really having that belief and then knowing that you're worthy of receiving what it is you want. So that's the other piece of the puzzle is knowing your worth and knowing your divinity and knowing that whatever desire you have in your heart was put there from your creator. It was put there to give you that ambition and the passion because you have the ability to get it, right? Like whatever desire you have was put there for a reason to give you that ambition and that purpose and the ability for you to be able to have it, right? So there is a reason for you to have these desires. It's not silly to have these big dreams. Like the big dreams that you have in your heart are put there for a reason, and meaning that whatever you want is attainable. It's there for you. You just have to believe it and know it. And again, see yourself from the end. Like visualization is one of the methods in manifestation. So, people create vision boards. That's so important. Like if you create it, you see what is your life going to look like when you achieve this, when you get to that space that you want, where you are, where you intend to be. So seeing and feeling like, how are you going to feel? Like literally, like taking your thoughts and putting yourself in the shoes of yourself 2 years from now when you are at the destination you want to be at, or whatever it is you're trying to manifest for yourself. So let's say you are dying to have a new house with enough space for your family, right? So it's visualizing that perfect house, seeing your family in that house. Like you see it, you are painting that picture in your mind, you're creating the vision board. You don't let go of that picture. You know it's there for you, and you keep that belief, and you do the things that you know you need to do in order to get a house, right? So there is work involved. Like you have to do the things that are going to get you closer, and you put that intention, you put that visualization out there, you don't lose it, and you let the universe handle the details, right? So whatever it is, like you can do things in your power to do the work to get yourself ready to follow through with this goal, but it'll be the universe that might have this perfect house show up for you at the perfect price point that allows you to get it, right? Like the universe is going to figure out the details. You just have to put your intentions into the universe, right? Get crystal clear on what it is you want, visualize it, hold that visualization, believe that it's there for you and that it's already here. It's just you have to be patient and let divine timing do its thing, and it'll show up in the right time. And that's the other thing too, is having faith and then not forcing it. So a lot of times our ego gets in the way. We feel like we have to accomplish things in a certain timeline on our timelines. And, we're trying to force things. We're trying to force relationships to work. You know what it's like when somebody is super needy, like it repels you, right? Like when somebody is just like too much, and you can tell like that desperation. So like a salesman, when they are really desperate to make that sale, and the way that they talk to you, like it repels you, right? It makes you not want to do business with them. You're like, no, never mind. I don't want what you are selling. Rather than them just being open and showing something that attracts you to want to do business with them, or attracts you to what they're selling, right? So it's the same kind of thing where you have to have faith and then surrender. Like you have to let go from the outcome. You can't be attached to the outcome. That is the other piece of this manifestation, is letting the universe work out the details and having faith that it's going to happen for you. The desire of you wanting what you want was put there from the Creator, from God. God has put this desire in your heart, meaning that it is there and it's available for you. It's there. You have to believe it. And it's one of those things where you'll see it when you believe it. Things are going to show up for you in divine timing, the way that they're meant to. And you absolutely have the power to create things and manifest things in your life. It's just acting from that place of intention, that place of connectedness. So again, being in a high vibrational state, right? Like showing gratitude for what you already have, knowing that what you want is already here. You don't have to chase it. It's already here. It's coming. You know that it's coming. You have that faith. It's coming, right? And it might not happen in the way that you think that it should, but it doesn't mean it's not coming. Something that you want is going to show up, and it's going to show up in the best way possible. I think I shared this example before, but I can't even let you know about the house I'm in right now. But me and my family were talking about moving across the country to a different state. And I had visualized this house, right? I wrote out the things that I wanted in our new house, how many bedrooms, the space, all these features I wanted. I wanted to have a pool, a hot tub near a park and a playground, and, enough space for all the kids to have a room, and for us to have a guest room, and for me to have an office, a yard. Like there were so many things I had on this list. Okay. And I was looking in a different state, and a perfect house is going to come up. I know it's going to come up. And a house came up. It wasn't in the state we thought we were going to be moving to. It was here in the state we already lived in. And it had all the features I had listed. It was so crazy. And anyway, we ended up moving and getting this house, and the house fit every box that I had visualized that I wanted for our family. But in my head, when I created that list, I was thinking we were moving to a different state. Like I thought that's where we were going. And when this house came up, it was one of those things like, okay, if we get this house, that means we're not moving states. We're going to stay put in Colorado. That was a big pivotal moment for us. And we ended up staying here in Colorado. And I'm glad we did, because that's where we needed to be. So it's just really crazy, again, how the universe works. Like it's in divine timing. Like they know what's the best path for us. So I manifested this house is what I'm saying. I wrote that visualization. I knew this house was going to be there for us. I thought it was going to be in this other state, and it ended up being here. So I'm just trying to tell you that it can show up differently than what you might expect. I hope that explains a little bit of what I'm trying to say. So know what you want to manifest for yourself. Be clear. Visualize it for yourself. If it's a car, visualize the car. Oh, I manifested my car. That's the other thing. I have a white Toyota Sequoia. I wanted this car for years. I drove a Highlander at first. I really wanted to upgrade to a Sequoia. My husband's like, no, we really don't need to get a new car at this point. But as our kids are getting older, we have 3 kids. I wanted a vehicle that was bigger, that had more room. And so, I was doing a lot of research. The Sequoia was something I wanted because I knew it would do well in the snow, and it just had all these features, and Toyotas last forever. There was just a lot of things that I love about Toyota and this specific car. And so my heart was set on that car. When we finally start looking for this car, it was really hard to find one. I usually buy used. We usually don't buy new cars. So I was scouring the used car online forums, not really seeing much. There was a few in a couple other states, but nothing quite fit. Then we were talking about possibly going the minivan route because they're so economical. And there's nothing wrong with minivans. We rent them when we travel, and they're great. Minivans are awesome. And there was a lot of features that I did like about the minivan. I just really never saw myself as a minivan person, and I was going to embrace the minivan lifestyle. I actually was going to go the whole new minivan route. And then there was just a shortage on everything. So everything was taking a long time, and I still kept my heart on the Sequoia. I really wanted it. And I was very specific. I wanted a white Sequoia. It had to have the audio package I wanted. I wanted the gray interior. I wanted the tinted windows. I wanted it to have a sunroof. So the biggest key things for me was that it was white, it had a sunroof, and it had the audio system I wanted, and it had the 3rd row seat and the gray leather interior. So those are the things that I wanted. I shit you not. The perfect Sequoia popped up. It was used, and it had extremely low miles. I bought this car in 2021. It was a 2020, and it only had 4,600 miles on it. And I was like, shut the front door. Like, no way, this is my car. So I made an appointment right away to go do the test drive, went, checked it out. It was awesome. It even had more seats than I could get in the minivan because it has 3 seats in the middle and the 3rd row. And it has the room, like adults to sit in the 3rd row, and still has trunk space with the 3rd row, which was important to me. Anyway, all the features that I wanted was right there. It just was amazing the way that car came about. And then also for me to finance it, all of the cars I bought up to this point, I've always paid cash for. I've always traded in and paid the difference one way or the other. And this was the first car we decided to finance. And my husband couldn't co-sign for me because he had just bought a vehicle for his work. And so we were going to try to finance it through his company, but we were under contract on a house at the time. Like there was all these things where he couldn't be the co-signer because he was wrapped up in too many other financing transactions, and we couldn't put his name on it. And the thing with me is I've never fully financed anything on my own, aside from like I have a Kohl's card and things like that. So it was work to try to get this car financed with just me, even though I have like joint income and everything, and I had a good credit score. It was like, I don't have a long history of credit because I have never financed the vehicle before. They were always in cash. So it was a lot of waiting. And I remember being like so emotional because I know that typically I would call my dad and he would co-sign for me, or my dad would help me out. And he had passed before this point, and it just was crazy. Like actually, I'm just going to go and tell the story. So I'm at the car dealership. I'm stressing because this car is my car. I know it's my car. It's got all the features I want. It's got the black tinted windows, like I said, the sound system, the gray interior, white sunroof, all the things. They're trying to figure out which bank can finance me, right? They're going through all the different places to see who can give this young lady a chance, right, for her first like big finance purchase. And one of the sales guys has this little pug, and it is like so cute. It's the cutest little pug. I love pugs. My very first dog as a child was a pug, and the dog's name was Millie. And the man that took care of my dad had this litter of boxer puppies, and he wanted to give my dad one. And my dad had it and named her Millie. My cousin ended up taking care of the dog because my dad was a quadriplegic. He really couldn't take care of a dog on his own. So my cousin and her husband inherited the dog. They still have Millie Girl. She's a really sweet little boxer. Anyway, I thought, holy shit, my dad's here. Like we're making things happen. The universe is helping me out. Like I knew that everything was going to be fine. I was going to walk away with my car that day. But I mean, I remember coming to tears on the way home driving the car because it did. It worked out. I don't know if I got to that end of the story, but the dog, and I'm petting it. And then the guy said, oh yeah, that's Millie. And I was like, oh my gosh, like what the hell? That is so trippy. What are the chances? I've never heard a dog named Millie before my dad named this dog Millie. So it just was amazing. But that's how the universe works. Isn't that fucking crazy? Like spirit is always around us. They're always there to help us and guide us and show us signs. And it's just really about being aware and open to things happening. So those are just a few stories of how I manifested some stuff. A house and a car is pretty cool, right? So yeah, like get clear on what you want to manifest in your life and then seeing from the end. I mean, actually seeing and feeling it, like write it down. Like, how is that going to make you feel? What are you going to be feeling when you have what you want, right? Like see it, feel it, believe that it's there for you, know it, know your divinity, know that you're worth it. Stay in a high vibe state of reception. Like staying in that high vibe state allows you to be open and receive things from a higher vibe state, right? Like we have to have our energy match that energy. And the only way to connect and have our energy match those higher vibrational energies, that spirit, that divine energy that is a part of us, that comes from above, that high level energy, like when you connect that and you're flowing, that is the creation space. That is where you're manifesting. That is where magic is happening. That's where that white sequoia showed up on my search that had everything I wanted. Perfect, right? It was in my city. It had the low miles, had all the features I wanted, right? How this house just popped up and how we got it. It's just crazy. Like things happen, magic happens, miracles happen all the time. Seeing from the end, believing it, knowing you're worthy, knowing your divinity, know that you're capable, and then being detached from the outcome. So being detached from the outcome is like knowing that the house that we're in didn't show up in the state I was looking in, right? Like if I was attached to us finding this house in that other state, I might have been so laser focused on that I would have missed this house, right? So it's letting go and surrendering and letting the universe take control and do their things and figure out the details, right? So one of the other things I want to manifest for myself is my book, right? Like getting my book published. And so I can see it. I can see the book. I can visualize the cover of the book. I can see myself talking about my book. I can see myself doing book signings. I can see all those things. But I don't know how that's all going to happen, right? All I know is that I'm going to continue talking about my book. I'm going to continue sending my book proposal out to different publishers. I know that I need to keep writing my book, and I know whatever's meant to happen will happen in divine timing. But I know that one way or the other, I'm getting my book published. I know that for a fact. I feel it. I see it. It's on my vision board. I see from the end. I know it's coming. I have faith. And I just have to be detached from any outcomes. I have to be detached from some of these competitions I've entered the book proposal in, and knowing that it's okay if it doesn't get picked by these submissions that I've made, right? Like eventually it's going to happen. It's just all about the timing and the right people that are going to be there for me to get this book out there and published, right? So believe in yourself and know that you are very capable of co-creating and manifesting things in your life. And it really just takes a few little tweaks to unblock yourself from receiving. You have to know that you're worthy, that your desires are meant for you, right? Whatever desire you have, whatever you want to manifest in your life is there for a reason, which means it's meant for you. It's already here. It's already here. You just really have to have that belief. You have to believe it yourself, and you have to ask for it. Ask for it, intend for it, visualize it. You can write your intentions out in a journal, do the vision board. You have to put it into form, right? Put your thoughts into form. Everything that is here right now came from a thought. So it all starts with your thoughts. So whatever you're thinking, whatever that desire is, write it out. And don't write it as, I want this. This is what I want. Because saying you want something is going to keep you in a state of wanting it, right? I intend to do the things to create this in my life. That's where you want to go. So if you're trying to use some kind of affirmation, like I intend to do the work to get my book published, like that's what I would tell myself, right? I see my book getting published within the next 2 years, stuff like that. It's already here. You know, it's already here. So speak it that way. Speak it to yourself. Have your thoughts, say it that way. Write it out that way. Okay. Do your vision board. Like you see yourself in that vision. Be as detailed as you possible. Write it out. Write out your future self. Picture yourself in whatever you're trying to manifest for yourself. Write it out. Okay. So be clear, ask for it, see from the end, believe it. Okay. Have faith and patience and know that it'll come in divine timing. Detach yourself from the outcome. Don't force anything. Surrender and let yourself be able to receive it, right? Like you have to just let go and flow. And then just keep going on, keep doing it. Don't lose focus. Keep that visualization of whatever it is you're trying to achieve. Keep grinding, keep your vibe high, and then watch it appear. So I hope that you got something from this. I hope you try this manifestation stuff out. It is amazing. It is possible. get to it, right? Get to it. Start manifesting your dreams. I'm telling you, you can do it. It's amazing. And I'm going to be doing it right along with you. It's hard. It's hard because we get stuck in our head, right? It's hard because we like to focus on what's missing, right? But you can't do that. That's not how manifestation works, right? That's not how we achieve things. You got to focus on what it is that you do want. That's the hard part, but I know you can do it, okay? So find me on Facebook or Instagram at Chelsea.VanBuskirk. Send me a DM. Let me know what's up. Let me know if you listen. Let me know if you've manifested stuff in your life already or you're working on another manifestation. Give it to me. Let me know. I want to hear from you. I'll see you next week. I've got some really good episodes coming up with interviews. It's going to be awesome. Super powerful story. Definitely a story that illustrates just what heart as fuck is, right? Following your heart, doing the hardest fuck things because you can't deny the truth that's within you, right? So that's heart as fuck. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.